I just wanted to remind people that there's an aim to separate us. There's an aim to separate the Dominican from that the Dominican from the Haitian. The only difference, a lot of times is was owned by the Portuguese, one was owned by the French. There's a willful commitment to try to act as though Puerto Ricans do not have a significant amount of the African diaspora in them. When my Puerto Rican friends who are older than 50 tell me they would be in their classrooms as children, they would literally show them the people they're comprised of. One would include an African, one would include a Spaniard, and the indigenous peoples. And to be very honest with you, I don't know if we'd have Pan-Africanism and the history that we have if it wasn't from a Black Puerto Rican man named Arturo Schomburg. The Arturo Schomburg Museum that's in Harlem is one of the greatest cultural artifacts for the diaspora, the globe over. And he was Puerto Rican, but he understood and thoughts and concerns with the Pan-African diaspora, and I'm thankful for him. So I'm glad that accounts I follow on IG, that I follow Taz's Angels for totally wild and crazy reasons. And those two girls, I've seen them blossom into young women who are like, yo, we're Dominican, we're Black, we're Latina, and they push the line. And I just came for the bullshit and ratchetry. So it's amazing that you can take it in any part of your life. It's interesting you asked that, because as Twitter, I'm described as a Pan-Africanist gangster rapper, Shayna's husband, a lover of weed, politics, and polo. And I am those things. And it's possible to be a Pan-African in every step, whether you're selling waters on the side of the street or you in the politician suite. You can take part of African responsibility of making sure that her people are taken care of with you.
Well, I mean, in this purist social media world that we live in, you're not allowed to be nuanced, right? So I am one of those people that was very upset about these lists of people who got canceled, because there's a bunch of people who not doing shit canceling the people who are on the ground.
Yeah.
Right. But I think that we got to learn how to pull our people to the side and say, hey, man, this is not okay because of this and this, instead of blasting family in front of the company.
It's some things you handle. It's like when you mess up, your mom's like, "I'm gonna whoop your ass when you get home."
Right.
So the whole day you like, I know I'm gonna get it, and I think you chastise. But a part of like Kingian nonviolence, the end resolution to the 6th step of Kingian nonviolence is reconciliation. We must always remember to be patient with each other, to understand that reconciliation is the goal. And if I can't, I can forgive you and just never get with you again. But in most cases, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing us hold grudges over each other, over stuff that's forgivable and we can move past. And we see other cultures get past their disagreements with one another in order to move in solidarity against us. So I would suggest that we learn to move in solidarity for one another, because the stronger the group is, the stronger the individual is, and the stronger the individual is, the stronger the group is.
I agree. So, and when we talk about Caribbean people, because I have seen a lot of people coming for the Caribbeans, I tell American Black people, well, if you can't have me, then you can't have Elijah. You can't have Louis Farrakhan. You can't have Marcus Garvey. You can't have.
You can't have Kwame Ture. Yeah, you don't get Stokely Carmichael. Yeah, you don't get Shirley Chisholm. Yeah, now we are. There was just a difference of a boat stop. My wife is Geechee, so
nice.
Her family, her dad's side of the family comes from an island off the coast of South Carolina. I don't understand 40% of what she's saying, but every time we're in the Caribbean, they understand everything she's saying. So absolutely. I know for a fact that it's just a matter of boat stoppage. It's not a matter of truth. The cultural differences oftentimes that we celebrate are just differences that we share because we had different ownership. The Portuguese own one, the French owned another, the United Kingdom on another, but does not mean that we are not at our core the same people or capable of the same diasporic principles. Now, there's certain things that Jamaicans gonna take care of other than Jamaica, and they don't need anything but my quiet solidarity. So let me shut up and stand in solidarity. There are things that go on in the United States where the people who are, say, from here, from the people that were directly enslaved in the South, they don't need any opinions about who needs to, and they just need solidarity, quiet solidarity. Same as in Puerto Rico, same as in Island Dominica, same as down in South America. And I think that we should start to learn that. But we're only 56 years free in this country. And I want to remind us that, before we get to the point we're ready to throw each other out, 56 is not very old. It's very young. It's young for a person, a human being these days. And it's actually young for any people. So let's be more forgiving with one another and more understanding as we try to progress together.